10 things to get rich, change your financial future. What if your financial future could change because of the decisions you make today? What if becoming wealthy isn't about luck? What if there are principles that ordinary people use to create extraordinary wealth? The truth is this: rich people often think differently. They act differently. They manage their time differently. They manage their money differently. And the good news is, you can learn those habits too. Today, we're going on a journey through 10 powerful things that can completely change your financial future. Take a deep breath. Open your mind. Because one idea in this video could change your life forever. Point 1. Take responsibility for your financial life. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must make a decision. A decision that can change their future forever. A decision to stop blaming and start building. A decision to stop complaining and start taking responsibility. Because the truth is this: the day you take responsibility for your financial life is the day your financial life begins to change. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in possibility. And breathe out excuses. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this message can change your financial future. Many people want to be rich. Many people dream about financial freedom. Many people imagine living in a beautiful house, traveling the world, and taking care of their families. But very few people ask themselves this important question: am I taking responsibility for my financial life? It's easy to blame the economy. It's easy to blame your parents. It's easy to blame your country. It's easy to blame your job. But blaming never makes anyone rich. Blaming gives your power away. Responsibility gives your power back. The moment you say, I am responsible for improving my financial future, everything changes. Because now you are no longer a victim. Now you become a creator. There was once a farmer. Every year he complained. The rain is bad. The soil is bad. The market is bad. Meanwhile, another farmer in the same village worked hard. He learned new methods. He planted better seeds. He improved his farming. After a few years, the second farmer became wealthy. The first farmer was still complaining. The difference was not luck. The difference was responsibility. A young man wanted to become rich. Every day he blamed everyone. My family is poor. My friends don't support me. There are no opportunities. One day an old man said, everything may not be your fault, but your future is your responsibility. Those words changed his life. He started learning. He started saving. He started working on himself. Years later, he became successful. Not because his situation changed first, but because he changed first. Many successful people started with almost nothing. Some were born in poor families. Some failed many times. Some had no connections. But they all had one thing in common. They accepted responsibility. They said, I may not control everything, but I can control my actions. And that changed their lives. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You took responsibility. You learned new skills. You made wise decisions. You managed money wisely. You invested in yourself. Now imagine the life you're living. The peace. The confidence. The opportunities. That future begins with one decision. Taking responsibility. Say these words slowly and confidently. I take responsibility for my financial future. I am the creator of my financial destiny. I make wise financial decisions. I learn and grow every day. I attract opportunities. I develop valuable skills. I become better with money every day. I refuse to blame others. I choose growth. I choose responsibility. I choose abundance. I have the power to change my financial life. I believe in my ability to create wealth. I am becoming financially stronger every day. My future is bright. I am building a life of prosperity. Ask yourself, what excuses have been holding me back financially? What habits must I change? What can I start doing today to improve my finances? If I took full responsibility, what would I do differently? What kind of financial future do I want to create? Your current situation does not have to determine your future. You may have started with very little. You may have made mistakes. You may have faced difficulties. But today is a new day. Today you can decide. I will take responsibility. And that decision can change everything. Because once you take responsibility for your financial life, you are ready to learn the skills that create wealth. Point 2. Learn high-income skills. The second thing you must do if you want to become rich is to learn high-income skills. Money follows value. The more value you can provide to the world, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in possibility. And breathe out limitation. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can completely change your financial future. Many people spend years wishing they earn more money. They pray for financial breakthroughs. They dream of becoming wealthy. But very few people ask themselves this important question. What valuable skills do I have? The truth is simple. Rich people are usually very good at something. They solve problems. They create value. They develop skills that people are willing to pay for. A person who can sell can make money. A person who can communicate can make money. A person who can create content can make money. A person who can design can make money. A person who can market products can make money. A person who can manage businesses can make money. Skills create opportunities. Skills create confidence. Skills create wealth. Imagine two friends. Both start with the same amount of money. Both have the same dream of becoming successful. The first friend spends all of his free time watching entertainment and complaining about life. The second friend spends 1 hour every day learning something new. He reads books. He watches educational videos. He practices new skills. At first, there is very little difference between them. But after 1 year, the second friend knows things the first friend does not know. After 5 years, the difference becomes enormous. One has grown. The other has remained the same. Why? Because knowledge compounds. Skills compound. Growth compounds. A young man once wanted to become rich. But he came from a poor family. He had no money and no connections. Instead of complaining, he made a decision. He decided to become valuable. Every day he learned. Every day he practiced. Every day he improved himself. Years later, companies wanted his skills. People wanted his knowledge. His income changed because his value changed. Remember this. Your income often grows in proportion to the value you bring to others. The marketplace rewards people who solve problems. The world rewards people who make life easier for others. That is why learning is so powerful. A new skill can change your future. A new skill can change your confidence. A new skill can completely transform your life. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 3 years from now. You committed yourself to learning. You became disciplined. You developed valuable skills. You improved your communication. You improved your knowledge. You became someone who can solve problems. Now imagine the opportunities coming into your life. Imagine the confidence you feel. Imagine the financial freedom you are building. That future starts with one decision. The decision to learn. The decision to grow. The decision to invest in yourself. Say these words slowly and confidently. I invest in myself. I learn new skills every day. I become more valuable every day. I improve myself consistently. I develop abilities that create opportunities. I grow in knowledge and wisdom. I am capable of learning. I am capable of mastering new skills. I attract opportunities because I provide value. I believe in my ability to grow. I believe in my ability to succeed. I choose learning over excuses. I choose growth over comfort. I choose improvement every day. I become better and better. I am building a prosperous future. I am creating opportunities for myself. I become wiser every day. I become stronger every day. I become more valuable every day. Ask yourself, what skill could completely change my life? What have I always wanted to learn? What valuable skill can I start developing today? How different could my life be in 5 years if I never stopped learning? What kind of person could I become if I dedicated myself to growth? Take a deep breath. And remember this. The greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. Money can be lost. Opportunities can disappear. But knowledge and skills stay with you. No one can take away what you learn. No one can take away the value you create. The more you grow, the more your opportunities grow. The more your knowledge grows, the more your income can grow. Because once you begin learning valuable skills, you begin preparing yourself for financial freedom. Point 3. Learn how to manage money wisely. The third thing you must do if you want to become rich is to learn how to manage money wisely. Because making money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Many people earn money, but they never build wealth. Why? Because they never learn how to manage what they have. Take a deep breath in, and slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in wisdom, and breathe out financial confusion. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can save you years of financial struggle. Imagine two people. The first person earns a lot of money. Every month he buys things he doesn't need. He spends to impress people. He lives beyond his means. At the end of every month, he has nothing left. The second person earns less money. But he saves. He plans. He invests. He thinks about the future. 10 years later, the first person is still struggling. The second person is financially free. The difference was not income. The difference was money management. Money is like water. If you don't control where it goes, it disappears. Many people say, if I had more money, my problems would disappear. But that's not always true. If a person cannot manage a little money, they often struggle to manage a lot of money. Wealth begins with good habits, not with a certain amount of money. A young man once received a large amount of money. He was excited. He bought expensive clothes. He bought a new phone. He spent money on things that made him look rich. Within 1 year, the money was gone. Another young man received the same amount. He saved part of it. He invested part of it. He used part of it to learn new skills. Years later, that money had multiplied. One became poorer. The other became wealthier. The difference was wisdom. Think about a farmer. A farmer does not eat all his seeds. He keeps some seeds for the next planting season. Rich people think the same way. They do not spend everything they earn. They save. They invest. They prepare for the future. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine receiving a large amount of money today. What would you do with it? Would you spend it all? Or would you make decisions that help your future? Now imagine yourself 5 years from now. You learn to budget. You learn to save. You learn to invest. You became disciplined with money. You stopped buying things just to impress others. Imagine the peace you would feel. Imagine the confidence. Imagine having money working for you. That future begins with one decision. The decision to become wise with money. Remember this. Every coin has a purpose. Every amount matters. Small savings become big savings. Small investments become big investments. Small habits become a wealthy future. Another story. There was once an old man who lived a simple life. People thought he was poor because he did not show off. But after many years, they discovered he had built significant wealth. How? He spent less than he earned. He invested consistently. He remained patient. He understood something that many people never learn. Wealth is not about looking rich. Wealth is about becoming financially secure. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I am wise with money. I respect money. I manage money wisely. I make intelligent financial decisions. I spend with purpose. I save consistently. I invest in my future. I become better with money every day. I control my finances. I do not let money control me. I build healthy financial habits. I think long term. I prepare for my future. I attract financial wisdom. I create financial peace. I become financially disciplined. I become financially responsible. I become financially strong. I make wise choices. I honor every opportunity. I am a good steward of money. I grow my wealth patiently. I make decisions that serve my future. I believe in my ability to build wealth. I deserve financial freedom. I am learning every day. I am growing every day. I am becoming wiser every day. Money flows into my life and I manage it wisely. I create abundance through discipline. I create wealth through good habits. Again, I am wise with money. I am disciplined with money. I am responsible with money. I make decisions that build my future. I am becoming financially free. Ask yourself, what habits are hurting my finances? Do I spend more than I earn? Do I save regularly? Am I preparing for my future? What changes can I make today? What kind of financial life do I want 5 years from now? Take a deep breath. Think deeply. Because one wise financial decision today can completely change your tomorrow. Remember, money is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. Learn to control it. Learn to respect it. Learn to manage it. Because when you become wise with money, money becomes a tool that helps you build the life you desire. And once you learn to manage money wisely, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must learn to save and invest for the future. Point 4. Save and invest for the future. The fourth thing you must do if you want to become rich is to learn how to save and invest. Because earning money alone does not make you rich. Saving and investing are what turn income into wealth. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in wisdom. And breathe out every habit of wastefulness. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can change not only your future but also the future of your family. Imagine two people. Both earn the same amount of money every month. The first person spends everything. Every new gadget. Every new fashion. Every new trend. By the end of the month, nothing is left. The second person saves a portion of every income. Then invests a portion for the future. 5 years later, the difference is incredible. One is still living from paycheck to paycheck. The other has built financial security. The difference was not income. The difference was what they did with the money they earned. There was once an old farmer. Every harvest season, he sold his crops. But he never ate or sold everything. He always kept some seeds. People laughed at him. They said, "You are keeping too much." But the farmer understood something important. The seeds he saved today would become tomorrow's harvest. Money works the same way. The money you save and invest today can become your future freedom. Many people want a big harvest tomorrow. But they consume all their seeds today. Remember this. Not every dollar should be spent. Some of it must be planted. Some of it must be saved. Some of it must be invested. Another story. Two friends started working at the same company. The first friend said, "I'll start saving when I earn more money." The second friend said, "I'll start saving with whatever I have." Year after year, the first friend kept waiting. The second friend kept saving and investing. 10 years later, the first friend was still struggling. The second friend had built wealth. The secret was not earning more. The secret was starting early. Small amounts saved consistently can become something extraordinary. Think about planting a tree. You plant a small seed today. You water it. You protect it. You stay patient. Years later, that tiny seed becomes a giant tree. Investing works exactly the same way. The earlier you plant your financial seeds, the greater your future harvest can become. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. You saved consistently. You invested wisely. You remained disciplined. Now imagine having financial peace. Imagine having options. Imagine not worrying about every bill. Imagine being able to help your family. Imagine having money working for you. That future starts with one small decision. The decision to save. The decision to invest. The decision to think long term. Many people say, "I don't have enough money to save." But remember this. You do not need to start big. You simply need to start. A small amount saved every month is better than waiting forever. Small actions repeated consistently create big results. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I save money consistently. I invest in my future. I think long term. I build wealth patiently. I am financially disciplined. I am financially wise. I respect my future. I prepare for tomorrow. I make smart financial decisions. I plant seeds for future abundance. I create financial security. I build wealth one step at a time. I become better with money every day. I choose patience over impulse. I choose wisdom over wastefulness. I trust the process of building wealth. I save with purpose. I invest with confidence. I create opportunities for myself. I build financial freedom. I am becoming wealthier every day. I attract abundance. I make decisions that benefit my future. I am capable of creating wealth. I honor every financial opportunity. I believe in delayed gratification. I choose discipline. I choose growth. I choose prosperity. I choose a wealthy future. Again. I save consistently. I invest wisely. I think long term. I build wealth patiently. I am creating financial freedom. Now ask yourself, what would happen if I started saving today? What small amount can I begin investing every month? Am I thinking about my future or only about today? What financial seeds am I planting? What kind of life do I want 10 years from now? Take a moment. Think deeply. Because your future is being built by the decisions you make today. The wealthy often think differently. They understand that money should not only be earned. It should also be protected. It should be grown. It should be multiplied. Remember this powerful truth. Money saved gives you security. Money invested gives you freedom. Money multiplied gives you options. And options can change your life. So start where you are. Start with what you have. Start today. Plant your financial seeds. Protect them. Nurture them. Be patient. Because one day, you will enjoy the harvest. And once you learn to save and invest, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must learn to avoid bad debt and unnecessary spending. Point 5. Avoid bad debt and unnecessary spending. The fifth thing you must do if you want to become rich is to avoid bad debt and unnecessary spending. Because it is not only how much money you make that matters. It is also how much money you keep. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in wisdom. And breathe out financial pressure. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson has the power to protect your future. Many people work hard for their money. They wake up early. They sacrifice. They put in long hours. Yet at the end of every month, they wonder, where did all my money go? The answer is often simple. Bad spending habits. Unnecessary debt. Buying things they cannot afford. Trying to impress people who are not paying their bills. Remember this. Looking rich and being rich are two different things. Some people drive expensive cars but are drowning in debt. Some people wear expensive clothes but have no savings. Some people appear wealthy on the outside but are struggling on the inside. True wealth is not about appearances. True wealth is about financial peace. There were once two friends. The first friend bought everything he wanted immediately. If he saw something he liked, he borrowed money. If he wanted a new phone, he borrowed money. If he wanted expensive clothes, He borrowed money. His debt kept growing. The second friend was different. He asked himself one question before buying anything. Do I need this, or do I simply want it? Because of this habit, he spent wisely. He avoided unnecessary debt. He built savings. Years later, one friend was stressed and overwhelmed. The other had financial freedom. The difference was not income. The difference was discipline. Think about a bucket filled with water. If there are holes in the bucket, the water slowly disappears. Your finances work the same way. Unnecessary spending creates holes in your financial bucket. Impulse buying creates holes. Living beyond your means creates holes. Trying to impress others creates holes. No matter how much money enters your life, it will continue leaking out until you fix those holes. Another story. A young woman wanted to become wealthy. Every month she made a list of things she wanted to buy. Then she waited 3 days before buying anything. After 3 days, she realized that many of those things were unnecessary. That simple habit saved her a lot of money. Small decisions can create big results. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You avoided unnecessary debt. You controlled your spending. You lived below your means. You saved more. You invested more. Now imagine the peace you feel. Imagine opening your bank account without fear. Imagine having choices and opportunities. That future begins with wise decisions today. Ask yourself, am I buying things to improve my life or to impress people? Do I spend money because of emotions? Do I often buy things I don't need? What habits are stealing my financial future? Remember this powerful truth. Every unnecessary purchase delays your financial freedom. Every bad debt steals from your future. Every wise decision brings you closer to wealth. This does not mean you should never enjoy your money. It means you should spend intentionally. Spend with purpose. Spend with wisdom. Spend according to your priorities. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I am wise with money. I spend with purpose. I avoid unnecessary debt. I control my spending. I make smart financial decisions. I think before I buy. I respect my future. I protect my financial peace. I choose discipline over impulse. I choose wisdom over temporary pleasure. I am building a strong financial foundation. I live below my means. I value financial freedom. I am not controlled by material things. I make decisions that benefit my future. I avoid wasteful spending. I create healthy financial habits. I become more disciplined every day. I become more responsible every day. I become wealthier every day. I honor every opportunity to grow. I choose long-term success. I choose financial peace. I choose abundance. I am creating a better future. Again. I spend wisely. I avoid bad debt. I protect my future. I value financial freedom. I make decisions that build wealth. Now imagine your future self speaking to you. What advice would they give you? Would they tell you to keep wasting money? Or would they tell you to become more disciplined? Would they encourage more debt? Or would they encourage wisdom? Listen carefully. Your future is speaking to you today. It is asking you to become a better steward of your money. It is asking you to make decisions that your future self will thank you for. Because wealth is not built in one day. It is built through thousands of wise decisions. One decision at a time. One purchase at a time. One habit at a time. Remember this. Money should be your servant, not your master. Control your spending. Avoid bad debt. Protect your future. And when you master your money instead of letting money master you, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must learn to create multiple streams of income. Point 6. Create multiple streams of income. The sixth thing you must do if you want to become rich is to create multiple streams of income. Because relying on only one source of income can be risky. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in opportunity. And breathe out limitation. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can completely change the way you think about money. Imagine a table standing on one leg. Would you trust it? Probably not. A table is stronger when it has many legs supporting it. Your financial life works the same way. If all your money comes from one source, your finances can become unstable. But when you have multiple streams of income, your financial foundation becomes stronger. There was once a man who had only one job. For many years, everything seemed fine. Then one day, he lost his job. Suddenly, his income disappeared. His bills remained. His responsibilities remained. But his only source of income was gone. He realized something important. Depending on one source of income had made him financially vulnerable. Another man worked a regular job too. But in his spare time, he learned new skills. He started a small business. He invested. He created other ways to earn money. Years later, even if one source slowed down, he still had others supporting him. The difference was not luck. The difference was preparation. Many wealthy people understand this principle. They don't put all their financial hopes in one place. They build multiple streams of income. Some earn money from businesses. Some invest. Some create content. Some sell products. Some develop valuable skills and offer services. They understand that every new stream of income creates another opportunity for growth. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You still have your main income. But you also have other sources of income. Perhaps you have investments. Perhaps you have a business. Perhaps you earn money from a skill you developed. Imagine the confidence you would feel. Imagine the peace. Imagine knowing that your future does not depend on only one source. That future begins with a decision today. The decision to learn. The decision to create. The decision to build. Another story. A young woman loved baking. At first, she baked only for her family. One day, a friend asked to buy one of her cakes. Then another person asked. Then another. What began as a simple hobby slowly became another source of income. Years later, she owned a successful bakery. Never underestimate your talents. Never underestimate your skills. Sometimes the thing you enjoy could become an opportunity. Sometimes the knowledge you have can become income. Sometimes your gifts can become a business. Take another deep breath. Ask yourself, what skills do I already have? What hobbies could become opportunities? What problem can I solve for other people? What can I start building today that could help me tomorrow? Remember this. You do not have to build everything at once. You can start small. A small idea can become a big opportunity. A small business can become a successful company. A small investment can grow into something significant. The important thing is to begin. To learn. To build. To keep growing. Now repeat these words slowly and confidently. I create opportunities. I build multiple streams of income. I am open to new possibilities. I develop valuable skills. I use my talents wisely. I attract opportunities. I create value for others. I become more financially secure every day. I think creatively. I think abundantly. I believe in my ability to grow. I believe in my ability to create wealth. I welcome new ideas. I welcome new opportunities. I build a strong financial future. I become wiser every day. I become more resourceful every day. I am capable of creating multiple streams of income. I do not limit myself. I continue learning. I continue growing. I continue building. I attract prosperity. I create abundance. I create financial freedom. Again. I create opportunities. I build wealth. I think abundantly. I believe in my future. I become financially stronger every day. Take another deep breath. Imagine your future self speaking to you. They are smiling. They are grateful. Because you did not settle. Because you chose to build. Because you decided to create more opportunities for yourself and your family. Remember this powerful truth. One source of income may pay your bills, but multiple streams of income can help create financial freedom. Do not be afraid to start small. Do not be afraid to learn something new. Do not be afraid to try. Because every great business, every great investment, and every great success story started with a single step. Start where you are. Use what you have. Learn what you need to learn. And keep building. Because once you begin creating multiple streams of income, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must learn the power of persistence and never giving up on your financial dreams. Point 7. Never give up on your financial dreams. The seventh thing you must do if you want to become rich is to never give up on your financial dreams. Because the road to wealth is not always easy. There will be setbacks. There will be disappointments. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is working. But the people who eventually succeed are often the people who simply refuse to quit. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in courage. And breathe out discouragement. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this message is for the part of you that is tired. The part of you that feels behind. The part of you that wonders if your dreams are still possible. Listen carefully. Your financial journey is not a race against other people. It is a journey of growth. A journey of learning. A journey of becoming. Think about a bamboo tree. When a farmer plants a bamboo seed, he waters it. He takes care of it. But for years, nothing seems to happen. No tree appears. No growth is visible. Many people would quit. Many people would stop watering the seed. But the patient farmer keeps going. Then one day, the bamboo suddenly begins to grow rapidly. What people do not realize is that during those years, the roots were growing underneath the ground. Many financial dreams work the same way. You may not see results immediately. You may not see progress immediately. But that does not mean nothing is happening. Perhaps your roots are growing. Perhaps your knowledge is increasing. Perhaps your character is becoming stronger. Perhaps your breakthrough is closer than you think. Another story. A young man started a small business. The first month, he made almost no money. The second month, things became even harder. The third month, he wanted to quit. People laughed at him. People doubted him. People told him to give up. But he kept learning. He kept improving. He kept showing up. Years later, that small business became successful. People called him lucky. But it was not luck. It was persistence. Success often belongs to people who stay in the game long enough. Take another deep breath. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls. Then stands up. Falls again. Then stands up again. Imagine if the child decided, I failed twice, so walking isn't for me. The child would never learn. Instead, the child keeps trying. And eventually, walking becomes easy. Your financial journey is the same. You may fail. You may make mistakes. You may lose money. You may experience disappointment. But every lesson is making you wiser. Every challenge is making you stronger. Every setback is preparing you for something greater. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You did not quit. You kept learning. You kept saving. You kept investing. You kept building. Now imagine looking back and saying, I'm so glad I didn't give up. Imagine the pride. Imagine the confidence. Imagine the financial freedom. That future is possible. But it belongs to those who keep going. Ask yourself, what dream have I almost given up on? What lesson have my struggles taught me? What would happen if I stayed committed for 5 more years? Who could I become if I refused to quit? Remember this. Temporary failure is not permanent defeat. A setback is not the end. A delay is not a denial. Some of the most successful people in the world failed many times before succeeding. Some were rejected. Some lost money. Some started over again and again. But they kept going. And because they kept going, their stories changed. Your story can change too. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I never give up on my dreams. I keep moving forward. I keep learning. I keep growing. I am resilient. I am patient. I am persistent. I trust my journey. I trust the process. I believe in my future. I believe in my potential. I refuse to quit. I refuse to give up on myself. Every challenge makes me stronger. Every obstacle teaches me something valuable. Every setback prepares me for greater success. I am becoming wiser every day. I am becoming stronger every day. I am becoming more disciplined every day. I keep showing up. I keep believing. I keep building. I have the courage to continue. I have the strength to endure. I have the power to create a better future. I am capable of financial success. I am capable of achieving my dreams. I trust that my efforts will produce results. Again, I never give up. I keep moving forward. I believe in my dreams. I believe in my future. I trust myself. Imagine your future self standing in front of you. They are successful. They are confident. They are financially secure. They smile and say, "Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for believing. Thank you for continuing when things became difficult." Listen to those words. Let them encourage you. Because your future is being built right now. One decision at a time. One effort at a time. One day at a time. Remember this powerful truth. The person who keeps going has an advantage over the person who quits. Persistence creates results. Patience creates results. Consistency creates results. So keep going. Keep learning. Keep believing. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. And once you develop the habit of persistence, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must learn to surround yourself with successful and positive people. Point 8. Surround yourself with successful and positive people. The eighth thing you must do if you want to become rich is to surround yourself with successful and positive people. Because the people around you have more influence on your life than you may realize. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in wisdom. And breathe out every negative influence. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can change your future. There is a saying. If you spend enough time around certain people, you begin to think like them, act like them, and eventually become like them. Think about it. If you spend every day around people who complain, you may begin to complain. If you spend every day around people who give up, you may begin to give up. If you spend every day around people who believe success is impossible, you may begin to believe the same thing. But the opposite is also true. If you spend time around people who dream big, you begin to dream bigger. If you spend time around people who work hard, you begin to work harder. If you spend time around people who believe in growth, you begin to grow. The people around you matter. There were once two young men. The first surrounded himself with negative friends. Every time he talked about his dreams, they laughed. Every time he wanted to learn something new, they discouraged him. Every time he wanted to improve his life, they told him to stay the same. Years later, he remained exactly where he started. The second young man made a different choice. He looked for people who inspired him. He listened to successful people. He read books written by people who had achieved great things. He learned from mentors. He spent time with people who encouraged him to grow. Years later, his entire life had changed. The difference was not intelligence. The difference was influence. Take another deep breath. Think about a fire. If you place a piece of wood beside burning wood, it eventually catches fire. In the same way, positive attitudes and successful habits can spread. Motivation spreads. Discipline spreads. Growth spreads. Success habits spread. Likewise, negativity spreads. Complaining spreads. Fear spreads. Excuses spread. That is why you must be careful about who you allow to influence your mind. Another story. A young woman wanted to start a business. The people around her kept saying, "It won't work. You're wasting your time. Nobody succeeds." But she refused to accept those words. Instead, she joined groups of people who were learning and growing. She listened to people who had already achieved success. Their encouragement changed her thinking. Their wisdom changed her actions. And eventually, her life changed. Never underestimate the power of the right environment. Sometimes your next level requires a new circle. A circle that inspires you. A circle that challenges you. A circle that believes in growth. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You are surrounded by positive people. People who encourage your dreams. People who challenge you to become better. People who celebrate your growth. People who inspire you to keep going. Imagine how much your confidence has grown. Imagine how much your mindset has changed. Imagine the opportunities that have entered your life. That future begins with one decision. The decision to protect your environment. The decision to choose your influences wisely. Ask yourself, who inspires me? Who encourages me to grow? Who constantly brings negativity into my life? Who challenges me to become better? Who do I want to become? And who is already living the kind of life I admire? Remember this. You do not have to remove everyone from your life. But you should be intentional about who influences your thinking. Protect your mind. Protect your dreams. Protect your future. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I surround myself with positive people. I attract wise and encouraging relationships. I learn from successful people. I protect my mindset. I choose growth. I choose wisdom. I choose positive influences. I am inspired by people who dream big. I become better every day. I welcome relationships that help me grow. I release negative influences. I release discouragement. I release limiting beliefs. I believe in my future. I believe in my dreams. I believe in my ability to succeed. I attract mentors. I attract opportunities. I attract people who inspire me. I choose environments that encourage growth. I become stronger every day. I become wiser every day. I become more confident every day. I learn from others. I grow with others. I rise with others. Again. I choose positive influences. I choose wise relationships. I choose growth. I choose a better future. I surround myself with people who inspire me. Imagine your future self speaking to you. They say, "Thank you for protecting your environment. Thank you for choosing people who encourage your growth. Thank you for believing that your circle matters." Because your environment can shape your future. Your conversations can shape your future. Your influences can shape your future. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose relationships that push you forward. Because once you begin surrounding yourself with successful and positive people, you are ready for the next principle of getting rich. You must develop a mindset of abundance and believe that greater things are possible for your life. Point 9. Develop an abundance mindset. The ninth thing you must do if you want to become rich is to develop an abundance mindset. Because before you become wealthy in your bank account, you often become wealthy in your thinking. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in abundance. And breathe out limitation. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this lesson can completely transform the way you see your future. Many people live with a scarcity mindset. They believe there are not enough opportunities. They believe there is not enough money. They believe success belongs only to a few people. They believe other people's success means there is less success available for them. But wealthy people often think differently. They believe opportunities can be created. They believe skills can be learned. They believe growth is possible. They believe there is room for them to succeed. Think about the ocean. Can you count all the drops of water in the ocean? No. The ocean is vast and abundant. Opportunities can be like that. Ideas can be like that. Possibilities can be like that. The world is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered. But if you believe there is nothing available for you, you stop looking. You stop trying. You stop believing. And when you stop believing, you stop growing. There were once two friends. The first friend always said, "There are no opportunities. Nobody becomes successful. I'll never get ahead." Because of these beliefs, he stopped trying. The second friend said, "There must be a way. There is always something new to learn. There are opportunities one haven't seen yet." Because of this mindset, he kept searching. He kept learning. He kept growing. Years later, his life looked completely different. The difference was not intelligence. The difference was mindset. Another story. A young woman dreamed of owning a business. But she constantly told herself, "I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough experience." One day, she changed her thinking. She began saying, "I can learn. I can improve. I can grow." That one change in mindset changed her actions. She started learning. She started building. And eventually, she became successful. Never underestimate the power of your thoughts. Because your thoughts influence your decisions. Your decisions influence your actions. And your actions influence your future. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You believe in possibilities. You believe in growth. You believe that opportunities exist. You believe you can learn and improve. Now imagine the confidence you feel. Imagine the doors that begin to open. Imagine the new ideas. Imagine the new opportunities. Imagine the new life you are creating. That future begins with a decision. The decision to think abundantly. The decision to think bigger. The decision to believe that more is possible. Ask yourself, what beliefs have been limiting me? What opportunities have I ignored because of fear? What could happen if I believed that greater things were possible? How would I act if I truly believed in abundance? What kind of future could I create? Remember this. An abundance mindset does not mean ignoring reality. It means believing that growth is possible. It means believing that there is more to learn. It means believing that your future can be better than your present. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I think abundantly. I believe in possibilities. I believe in growth. I believe in opportunities. I attract abundance into my life. I attract new ideas. I attract new opportunities. I believe there is enough success for everyone. I celebrate the success of others. I learn from successful people. I release limiting beliefs. I release fear. I release scarcity thinking. I choose possibility. I choose faith. I choose growth. I believe in my ability to succeed. I believe in my ability to learn. I believe in my ability to create wealth. I become more positive every day. I become more confident every day. I become more open to opportunities every day. I trust that greater things are possible. I trust that my future can improve. I trust that I can grow. I think bigger. I dream bigger. I believe bigger. I attract abundance. I create abundance. I live with gratitude. Again. I think abundantly. I believe in opportunities. I believe in growth. I believe in my future. I welcome abundance into my life. Imagine your future self standing before you. They are smiling. They are confident. They are financially secure. They say, "Thank you for changing your thinking. Thank you for believing in possibilities. Thank you for refusing to think small." Because every great achievement begins with a thought. Every business begins with an idea. Every success story begins with belief. Do not limit yourself. Do not limit your dreams. Do not limit your future. Think bigger. Believe bigger. Expect greater things. Because when your mindset changes, your actions begin to change. And when your actions change, your life begins to change. Once you develop an abundance mindset, you are ready for the final principle of getting rich. You must take action and remain consistent until your dreams become reality. Point 10. Take action and stay consistent until you succeed. The 10th and final thing you must do if you want to become rich is to take action and stay consistent until you succeed. Because knowledge without action changes nothing. Dreams without action remain dreams. Goals without action remain wishes. And ideas without action never become reality. Take a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Again. Breathe in courage. And breathe out procrastination. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Because this may be the most important lesson of all. Many people know what they should do. They know they should save. They know they should invest. They know they should learn new skills. They know they should start a business. They know they should improve themselves. But knowing and doing are not the same. The world is full of people with good intentions. But wealth is often built by people who take action. There were once two friends. Both wanted to become rich. Both had dreams. Both had ideas. The first friend spent years planning. He wanted everything to be perfect. He kept saying, "I'll start next month. I'll start next year. I'll start when the time is right." But the perfect time never came. The second friend started with what he had. He didn't know everything. He wasn't perfect. He made mistakes. He failed many times. But he kept going. Years later, one man still had dreams. The other man had results. The difference was action. Remember this. You do not have to be great to start. But you must start if you want to become great. Think about a person planting a tree. They do not plant a seed today and expect a giant tree tomorrow. They water it. They protect it. They remain patient. They remain consistent. And over time, the tree grows. Success works the same way. Riches are usually built little by little. Day by day. Habit by habit. Decision by decision. Another story. A young woman wanted to become financially free. She decided to save a small amount every month. At first, it seemed insignificant. But she remained consistent. Years later, those small actions produced big results. Most people underestimate the power of consistency. Small actions repeated for years can completely change a life. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You stayed consistent. You kept learning. You kept saving. You kept investing. You kept growing. You never gave up. Now imagine the person you have become. Imagine the confidence. Imagine the peace. Imagine the opportunities. Imagine the freedom. That future is being created by the actions you take today. Ask yourself, what dream have I delayed? What action can I take today? What habit should I start immediately? What small step can I repeat every day? What would happen if I stayed consistent for the next 5 years? Take another deep breath. And remember this. You do not need giant actions. You need consistent actions. 1 page read every day. 1 lesson learned every day. $1 saved every day. 1 improvement every day. 1 step every day. Small actions become big transformations. Take another deep breath. And repeat these words slowly and confidently. I take action. I move forward. I begin today. I stay consistent. I trust the process. I believe in my dreams. I believe in my future. I believe in my ability to succeed. I take small steps every day. I improve every day. I grow every day. I remain disciplined. I remain focused. I remain committed. I never give up. I keep learning. I keep building. I keep moving forward. I trust that my efforts will produce results. I am patient. I am persistent. I am determined. I create my future through my actions. I create wealth through consistency. I become stronger every day. I become wiser every day. I become wealthier every day. I attract opportunities. I attract success. I attract abundance. I believe that my best days are ahead of me. Again. I take action. I stay consistent. I trust the process. I believe in my future. I keep moving forward. Imagine your future self standing before you. They are successful. They are peaceful. They are financially free. They smile and say, "Thank you for starting. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for staying consistent." Because every great achievement begins with a single step. Every business begins with one decision. Every investment begins with one action. Every success story begins with someone deciding to start. Remember this powerful truth. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates growth. And growth creates results. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait until you know everything. Do not wait until fear disappears. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. And keep going. Because your future is not created in one day. It is created every day. One choice at a time. One habit at a time. One action at a time. So take action. Stay consistent. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. And never stop moving toward your dreams. Because the rich are not simply people who dreamed. They are people who acted. They are people who persisted. They are people who stayed consistent long enough to see their dreams become reality. And starting today,